On this week's Car Key in the Ignition, I thought I'd choose a vehicle with a really powerful pipe. Last time out, Craig was extremely critical of the exhaust note of the Carrera C4S.
Whoa.
So, this time, we're going to be looking at a Mercedes G Wagon. Before we start the review process, though, we need to have a listen to the decibel level of the exhaust pipe of both vehicles. Hence, I bought this decibel meter. So let's have a listen, and then let's start the review. And now for the G Wagon. Can I fire this one up? Do you want to do the decibel meter on this one, Craig?
I think you've got that now. You don't have to use
Howie! Come here for a sec, please, mate. You just need to get by the pipe.
You've used one of these before, so
you get by the pipe with a decibel meter.
Right.
Get down to it.
Yeah.
And then you need to get into it.
111, 110. A bit more. Yeah, that'll do.
So here I am in the G63. First time I've ever driven one. Always fancied having a go in one. They have this stigma of being really cool, a little bit gangster, which I definitely am not. It's that hand gesture proved. But just a really cool car. And Jamie and I have spoken over the years. Oh, it'd be really nice if we do well this year. It'd be really nice to treat ourselves, maybe get a G Wagon, and we just never got around to getting one. And then we've taken this in part exchange. And does it live up to the hype, I guess? Am I disappointed? Well, it started life as the Germans' version of the Defender, and was designed as a military vehicle to get soldiers from A to B. And it's not changed a great deal since then, in terms of, as you can see, its styling and that kind of thing. It still looks like it did 50 years ago. But what you've got to remember is this is Mercedes' flagship vehicle. Pretty confident this is fully spec'd up. This will be the most expensive car that Mercedes sell. And for a company that pride themselves and are notorious for their build quality, you would expect that this outshines anything else that they make. However, in so many respects, I don't think it's come that far from that military vehicle, because it rattles, it creaks. It doesn't rattle in that there's anything wrong with it. There's a lot of creaks in this car. It's not particularly comfy. That said, the spec on the car is pretty good. It's got most things you'd want, and then again, just a reminder, this car in particular is 12 years old. It's got heated, cooled seats. It's got sat nav. It's got Bluetooth thing. It's got different driving modes. It's got parking sensors. It's got everything you'd expect of a car of this quality. But it seems like they've taken all the spec and put it in a rattly old box. People criticise Tesla for their build quality and the panel gaps. Panel gaps on this thing, honestly, you could fly a helicopter down it and charge people like a Grand Canyon run. But that's in the styling, I guess, and it does look cool, and I can't argue with that. I've got real mixed feelings about this car in terms of what it is, because on one hand, like I've touched on, it feels like an old rickety tin can, but it's got all the comforts you come to expect from a premium vehicle. So the good and the bad. And then there's how it drives, which is exactly the same, because it's about as aerodynamic as a fridge freezer and handles probably slightly worse than a fridge freezer, if I'm honest. Does not like the bends one bit, not at all. You do feel like you're going to topple over at any moment. Yeah, this particular version is the G63, producing over 500 horsepower. Sounds absolutely incredible, and the noise and the power and the acceleration from such a lump just puts a massive smile on your face and does nothing but makes you laugh and enjoy it, and it is great fun. So again, the good and the bad. And to drive, it's brilliant, but it's also terrible. It's so night and day, this car, in that everything it does is one or the other. It's either really good or really bad. But I suppose the only question that really matters is it any good? Do you like it? And would you buy one? Is it any good? Yeah, it's brilliant. But no, it's terrible. Would I buy one? No, I wouldn't buy one. The only reason I wouldn't buy one is because I couldn't afford to spend that amount of money on something so impractical for me and my life. Do I like it? No. I absolutely love it. It's absolutely brilliant. This car is ridiculous. It's bonkers. It's stupid. There's no point to it. I don't get the point to it at all. But I absolutely love it. And for everything it does bad, it does another things better than anything else I've ever been in. The noise is sensational. The power is sensational. The way it makes you feel is brilliant. Again, a proper head turner. If you like that kind of thing, I've seen more people looking at this car than Aston Martins, R8s, Porsches. It turns heads, it does. It's a real head turner. And you see people muttering when they see it, oh, G63. I think the main reason they turn their head is because they hear it before they see it, obviously. But it's just superb. And again, a car that does everything yet also does nothing, because this car would not look out of place driving down Kensington or through Chelsea and pulling up outside the Louis Vuitton shop. It would just look at home there. Likewise, you could put your tweed on and get your flat cap and your shotgun and go hurtling through some fields, and it would look quite at home doing that as well. I absolutely love it. It is brilliant. If you can afford one and you're thinking about getting one, get one, because you won't be disappointed. Everybody at some point should get to have a go in a G63.
So the first thing we'll just say about the Mercedes G Wagon is something that's quite apparent. As soon as you get in one, you need to slam the doors. You absolutely need to slam the doors because the doors don't shut particularly well. So just to let you know where we're going while we're doing this review, we are off to a shoot. Not a video shoot, but a shoot. Going shooting today. Now, we're not shooting real animals because we don't believe in killing animals. We do love our animals. We're off to shoot some clay pigeons. Yes, some clays. Those clays are quivering in their boots right now because they know a couple of sharpshooters are on the way and they're going to get shot. Kind of in the countryside, and we thought what better way than to go in the Mercedes G Wagon, which is ultimately an agricultural off-road car with a nuclear charged engine with an absolute amazing sound and a couple of big pipes. So just want to talk about the drive. Been waiting for one of these to come in for a while, and I will say it's a good job that we're not actually shooting real wildlife because they'll be able to hear us from about 4 miles away and they'd all fly off. Wanted a G-Wagon for a long time. Bit of an iconic, Jesus. Just hit a pothole there in the 20-inch polished AMGs. So, have wanted a Mercedes G-Wagon for a long time, specifically a G63. A very iconic vehicle. You'll see them being driven by celebrities, footballers, gangsters, you know, mafiosa, you know, basically badasses. And today we're assuming that role of the ultimate badass driving the G63. This thing's got a 500 plus horsepower engine. Just going to give it a little blast. I mean, listen to that pipe. Wow, what a beast. So it pulls well, looks the part, and it drives well. Now, I'd been told before jumping in one of these that they don't particularly drive well. They handle terribly, and they're not the nicest things, but I think because my expectations were quite low, that actually now I'm in it, it's actually better than I feared. Yeah, it kind of a bit skittish on the road when you hit the bumps, doesn't handle amazingly, but it's certainly not as bad as what I'd been led to believe. And that soundtrack, even though I knew it would be good, I know AMG sound amazing, it just sounds even better than I'd ever imagined. Now, we talk about particular vehicles being head turners. I've never driven a car that's turned as many heads as a G63. So if you're trying to be subtle, discreet, and you know, you're in hiding or whatever, don't drive a G63. They turn heads wherever you go, more so than some of the most high-end prestigious vehicles I've ever had the privilege of driving. So spec-wise, it's quite generously equipped. It's got a few options on it as well. It's in the magnetite, I think that's what it's called, black. Lovely, lovely car, a load of flicks of pearlescent silverishness in it. It's got the Harman Kardon sound system, the memory seats. It's got the heated seats, the ventilated seats. It's got Napa leather interior. It's got this beautiful suede roof lining. It's got a few factory options as well. It's got a seat package, which gives you these extra kind of air-assisted seats to make sure the seat's perfect for you. And it's just a beast. It's just a beast. It's not particularly economical. It's got a heated front screen as well for those cold, wintry mornings. And one thing I will say though, when you get to a certain speed in it, it starts making kind of weird whistly kind of noises, obviously because the windscreen's quite flat and the wing mirrors, but again, certainly not at speeds in excess of the, you know, speed limits. So as long as you stick to the speed limits, you don't drive over 70, you'll be absolutely fine. And there's actually nothing like the Mercedes G-Wagon out there on the roads today. Well, there wasn't until the new Defender came out and they plonked that 5-litre supercharged 525 or 575 brake horsepower engine in there. But, you know, these were the preserve of, well, I think, you know, if you actually looked into Europe, the Defender had the market sewn up for years. Yeah, some people like the Jeeps, but the Defender was the one. But the G-Wagon, or the Glanderswagen, as I think it's called, you know, was the German equivalent of the Defender. Now, they never put an automatic box, as far as I'm aware, in the previous, the OG Defenders, or an engine such as this. But wow, what a beast. And you can understand why they're quite a coveted car, why they're so desirable, and why they cost so much money, because they are frankly bonkers, performance-wise and luxury-wise. It's just insane. It's just an insane machine. Like I say, fuel economy's not great, handling's not particularly great. It's got some nice spec, but you know, a lot of these buttons and switches are what you'd find probably in a conventional Mercedes C-Class or even an A-Class further down the range. What makes this car special is, as I say, it's the engine, it's the exhaust note, it's the performance, and it's how it looks. It's how it looks, and it's how it sounds, and it's how it makes you feel. So, on previous reviews, Craig was quite critical, particularly of a Porsche that we were reviewing, that it didn't sound enough. It didn't make enough of an exhaust note to feel like, you know, it was something a bit special. And that's why we've picked this vehicle today. We've picked this vehicle today because of its noise. So thank you for watching Car Key in the Ignition. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video, and keep following the channel, folks. Signing out. So the review is done. We're finished. It's been completed. I think you really took a shine to this car.
I didn't think I was going to like it, to be fair.
One thing though, just quickly come over here. We're just going to show you this on a G Wagon. I think anyone who has ever... Just one thing we wanted to show you. Mercedes G Wagon. Open the door. These are like nearly £200,000 cars. All right, actually shut that time.
Sounds like the door.
Hold on. Oh, why does this door keep shutting?
Trying that one. No, it's not even shut now.
It's not, is it? Yeah, I can make the door shut every single time, although it does seem to be an issue with these vehicles. So in summary, Craig, what are you saying about the G-Wags?
It's brilliant. It's mad. It's bonkers. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's a lot of money for a car that's not really that good. Buy one.
Yeah, I think performance is insane, noise is insane, wow factor's insane. They're just insane. But anyway.
What's next?
What do you mean, what's next?
What's next? What we're reviewing next?
Okay, so we've gone for a big, brash, loud German. I think we need something a bit more refined this time, something a bit more... Not Craig, he's not refined at all. We need something suave, sexy, British, smooth, classy, quality. I think next week on Car Key in the Ignition, we've got a...
I don't know, you haven't told me.
Oh, in fact, we've not even talked about the price of this vehicle. So you can find this Mercedes G-Wagon on the Car Key website today. It is a snip.
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 It's a snip at only $52,995. You won't find a better priced, more value for money Mercedes G63 in the UK today. Get in touch with the team. Ring us. Email us. Smoke signals.
There was another one.
WhatsApp us. Or just come and visit. Come and have a sit inside it. But anyway, just going back to next week's car. After this big, brash, loud German, we need something a bit more refined, a bit more special, a little bit more tasty.
A bit more in keeping with me. A bit more of a Craig car.
Yeah, he needs to pipe down. We got it for you, the big car. We've got the Aston Martin DB9, the V12. We've just took it in swap. We're going to do a bit of a drive in it. We're going to talk James Bond. We're going to get involved next time on Car Key
in the Ignition.